Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Beauty Soul Tarot. I hope you're doing well. So this is going to be a reading for the sign of Taurus. This is for any placement that you have in Taurus. Energies can reverse, so even if I'm talking about you, this could be about someone else. And if you're interested in a private reading, all the information is in the description box below. So for the sign of Taurus, what is going on mid to end of April 2026? Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. We have the Ace of Cups. Okay. So I'm going to say the Queen of Wands is you. I feel like you are upset. Okay, you're upset, and I feel like your creativity is very like, I feel like it's running against a brick wall, metaphorically. Like you're mad, okay? I'm seeing some rage coming out. This doesn't have to stay this way, I think it's part of the planetary energies, but I mean, this isn't going to stay this way. There's a selection, okay? There's a selection of water, there's like something sitting in a place. And somehow that's just so irritating. I'm not quite sure why. I feel like you've narrowed down options, and then the options start to get dim, and then you start to see one specific cup that seems to be, I'm hearing this is in the background now, that it's encompassed the background. And let's see where this is going. The Hierophant, we have okay. Yeah, I feel like something to do with hitting a brick wall here and like having a lot to do. So how annoying, right? This could be someone around you. You go back and then something's like on your shoulders, so to speak. I know this doesn't sound like it's very helpful, but we're going to get to the part that's helpful, okay? I'm hearing there's some things up your sleeve that you have some pockets you have something up your sleeve that can, I'm hearing you own something, or you're very secure in, like, you've done this several times, or you've been in charge. There's something about your stripes that make you unique. Let's see here. Something starts to pour out. Like, I hear you say, "Oh, great. Something's pouring out now." I feel like you're okay, though. Even though the Eight of Cups is walking back, he's walking back with a slouch. I feel like he's okay. I feel like he's just offended. I feel like he's offended. I'm not saying that what you're going through is not important. I feel like there's a turn coming here. Let's see. Taurus. Yeah, you are so mad. Like, someone is so mad. Someone's saying, like, how could you do that? Like, not you necessarily, but they're just yelling out loud. Like, how could they do this? Definitely something to do with driving for someone. Like, someone reversed, or they parked, and someone's like yelling, and oh my goodness, this is just extreme. Yeah, someone's saying you didn't give me enough time. Okay, it could be you saying this. I feel like you look out and I feel like you're getting like brain fog for some of you. And I'm going to figure out where this is coming from here, because it feels like it's coming from an organization. I'm just going to say it looks like it's coming from a certain practice. I'm hearing you knew this would be harder for me. And here, I just feel someone's hands are up in the air just like this. And they're like, now what? you know? Okay, so we get the picture, right? This definitely could be work. I'm definitely getting work for some of you. I will say that Aries, well, anyway, let's go on. Let's go ahead. Taurus, what's going on? Taurus, what else do we have here? Someone's like, this is the way it is. Someone is saying someone backed out of the plan. Someone definitely reversed and like another person was around and someone got yelled at for sure. I feel like everyone's okay though. I'm hearing there's a person that's saying this is what we have to work on now. This is what we have to do. We're going to have to revisit the issue. And this could be you saying this. So it's not like a, and then there's another person that's like, are you serious? However, like I'm hearing backed out, okay? Because with especially something ended with one person in the business, okay? One person in the company, one person in the business, something completely ended. With the Seven of Wands and the Chariot in reverse, this means somebody backed out. Okay, so they like threw in the towel, so to speak. And someone, they could have got mad when they did. They could have got mad and just said, I'm hearing there was a lot of care with this person. Like there was a lot of well, how do I put that? There was a lot of like there was someone really cared about this person. Like they were like, wow, this person's really you know, a nice person and everything. And however, there's something missing. Someone's like, there's something missing here within the colors of the rainbow. Someone's laying something out, they're doing something and they're serving something, and there's two other people, or there's someone shifting from one to the next. Like it could be you shifting like your stance. I'm hearing someone thought this person was fake. Because here's the person, okay? Now I am getting that you could be doing something solo or by yourself, but not necessarily, because there's other people around, but there's other people that are, I'm hearing, unhappy or unfulfilled or waiting. Well, someone's hearing that this person shifted their personality a lot, or and things have ended or changed here. I feel like someone could have gossiped, said something under the table that wasn't very cool, and someone's like, I don't have time for this. I just don't have time for this, right? What's the outcome? What's the result here? Ten of Swords, it's over. What's the outcome? When things are over, that means that like you have, it's done. You're going to go through a transition here. This is a collective thing going on for sure. Anyways, someone's like, oh, I wasn't expecting that, or someone's saying like something wasn't right in this person's thought process. Someone's like, how could you switch it up on me like that? But with that being said, I'm hearing it was part of the spiritual plan. So now there's someone coming in to offer some support. There's someone coming in that's very in charge and like kind of domineering, who's offering to help. Okay, so you are going to receive help. I feel like there's dedication here. Someone just feels like a bit but then you catch yourself, okay? You catch yourself feeling wounded and you're like, this isn't my issue. Okay, so there's something that you learn here. I heard the company rat. I literally just heard the company rat. I do not know what that means. Okay, there's something about just keeping your position, staying focused on what you're staying focused on. There's something that you have that's solid. There's something that you have that is solid, okay? It's not going anywhere. You might be frustrated. You're frustrated. You're mad. You're surprised. You're annoyed. Someone's surprised and annoyed. They're like, we just lost out on this, but we're going to keep going. But you still have some place here. I'm getting that you still have like a solid footing. You have a solid footing, but I feel like you're not anyone's puppet master. You're not anyone. You're just like, I'm not doing this whatsoever. You might be hearing this from someone else. Okay, we have the Empress. There's still money flowing. You're still beautiful. You're still doing well. You're still successful. There's something about the smell and the taste. There's something about like just the earth, the part of the earth that is very abundant. Okay, you still are doing well. I'm getting there's a beautiful woman here who's in her late 60s or early 60s. There's just some stress going on, okay? Definitely feeling thrown for a loop. I'm hearing thrown for a loop, and now we're like out in the middle of nothing. So, but there's another person around you, and like I'm getting that the group comes back together. The group is thrown into a circular, kind of like a thrown off. Definitely thrown off, okay? So things have to be reconsidered, basically. What is the outcome? Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Things continue to move. I'm hearing that you come to an understanding with another person or about the situation. You come to some kind of understanding. And the process continues forward. There's a decision that's made that continues forward. So nothing stops. You still make progress here. Okay, it's just a bit of a delayed. Yeah, I think there's something that comes up that you're like, I have a great idea, and you talk about it with someone and then it works. Okay, so I'm seeing towards the middle end of April, like it gets a little bit easier. This could have already just happened. Yeah, you have other options. You definitely have other options. You're just like, okay, I have to be more selective here. I have to be more. You're keeping your eye out for. I feel like there's kids that are watching this too or hearing about this. They're like, uh-oh, mom's mad. You feel like someone was stringing you along, but I feel like what you're looking up to next is you're looking at the parts of the situation that you couldn't change, and then you're looking at what you can fix. So it looks like there's new ideas that pop up. You're like, oh, because I'm almost getting, okay, this is what I'm getting. It's almost like if this didn't happen, you wouldn't have found like these other ideas. There's something about this that was actually necessary, even though it's so frustrating. There's something that you pick up or you learn and that you take with you. It actually makes you better, but you didn't expect it for it to be that way. You're just mad because of what's going on. I want to say you're mad and you have a valid reason to be mad. Man. Yeah, so I feel like whatever, like other people that are waiting, everything gets thrown into a mix, okay? But then we have the Magician. So there's something about what's in your toolbox, okay? You have the power. You're going to be able to overcome this. Okay, Taurus, thank you so much I hope this has helped you. Thank you so much for stopping in, and I hope to talk to you soon. Okay.